If you're an active buyer in the Tallahassee real estate market, then you know the supply of homes for sale is low. And when I say low, I mean the supply of homes is at an all-time low, with very little to choose from at prices below $550,000. And this is not a temporary seasonal issue. The supply of homes has been far too low for going on 4 straight years. Today's report focuses on the supply side of the housing market, looking at what's coming in and what present levels mean for home values and buyer opportunities today. I've included a link below to the current active listings, and you'll quickly note that many are already under contract with other buyers. The report that follows explains why this is so. Hi, I'm Joe Manausa, author of The Business of Getting Business, and the creator of Manausa.com, where I've helped tens of thousands of people buy and sell homes. I would like to help you too. If you already are a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. If you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming one now. We offer the most thorough and accurate housing market reports on YouTube, plus answers to your real estate frequently asked questions, and we also provide virtual tours of some of the most beautiful homes in Tallahassee. Simply hit subscribe to get started, and the bell so that you're the most informed buyer or seller in your next real estate transaction. Today's report focuses on current supply of homes for sale and comparing it with the past. I'd like to make an important point clear before we dig into the data. The inventory of homes for sale is usually at its lowest for the year in early January, but that's not a factor in today's report. I've removed the seasonal impact of seller activity by using annualized data for the entirety of this report. This means that we do not ascribe today's conditions as merely the result of it being January. Today's real estate supply is incredibly low, and it will lead to some problems if we do nothing about it. For the first time in 6 months, the number of fresh new listings entering the market declined when compared with the same month in the year prior. Considering that demand remained super hot, even for December, the result was a decline in the relative supply of homes for sale. This graph shows a comparison how each month fared, percentage-wise, compared to the same month in the year prior for fresh new listings entering the MLS. I use the term fresh to describe homes listed for sale that were not previously listed. These are homes that are truly new to the market, not merely old inventory that was canceled and relisted by the agent or a new agent. Even though 8 of the past 12 months last year posted gains, the overall number of new listings fell when compared to 2019. When you consider that the year started off undersupplied, then you can understand why it's so hard to find a home right now. I attributed the huge declines posted in April, May, and June to the global pandemic that first started impacting Tallahassee in March. I believe many potential sellers decided not to move due to concerns about the economy as well as their health and safety. We had hoped that many of these reluctant sellers would come into the market by year's end, and many did, but there is still a small group of these prospective sellers who could represent growth in the inventory in 2021. I'm expecting historical seasonality to return to the supply side of the real estate market this year, as low mortgage interest rates have helped the housing market overcome the fear and the resulting indecision caused by the pandemic in 2020. While the last graph showed a month-to-month comparison of all fresh new listings, this graph shows cumulative fresh existing home listings each year. We see that the number of fresh existing home listings declined by 7% in 2020 when compared to 2019. Even though 2020 finished off as the middle-ranking year for the fresh existing home inventory coming into the market, one must remember that sales were higher than in any of the 7 previous years shown in this graph. This means that the incoming inventory was less helpful than its rank would suggest. The housing market started the year with too few homes for sale, so the reduction in fresh listings coupled with heightened demand has pushed prices and values higher and created pent-up demand for homes. While this might seem like good news for sellers as their homes are now worth more, you also have to remember that most sellers are going to be buying another home in the same market with the same soaring prices. Of course, the existing home sales market represents just one source of new listings. We also need to examine new builder inventory during the same period of time. Similar to the previous graph that showed fresh listings for the existing homes market, this graph shows freshly listed new construction homes. Home builders picked up the pace of building new homes in 2020, but they failed to produce enough homes to provide for today's current demand. Back in the 1990s, builders were bringing more than 1,000 new homes per year to the market. We've seen the average for the past 10 years drop below 1/2 of that. Most importantly, the lack of significant growth in new homes since 2016 has created a seller's market beyond compare. Right now, with a large shortage of homes, home builders should be producing about 1,500 homes per year and monitoring the supply and demand numbers to ensure that they're not building too many homes at any given price point. This means that builders missed an opportunity to sell an additional 600 to 900 homes in 2020, which is more than the new homes actually sold, meaning builders produced less than one-half of the homes that the market would bear. The void that these missing homes did not fill is the primary reason we've reached a historic low amount of homes for sale in 2021. To get the global view of the supply side of our market, we combine new homes with used homes, which produces a picture detailing the total number of fresh new listings that have entered the market each year. This graph reveals that the combination of builder homes and existing homes entering the market in 2020 made it the third best year of the past 7 for new inventory. Remember, today's sky-high demand has created optimal market conditions for sellers. Despite this influx of new homes, the relative supply of homes for sale has fallen even lower. So what does this mean? This table measures the supply of homes for sale relative to the current rate of demand. The resulting number for each area and price range is measured in months of supply, and what makes the market balanced is a measure of 6.0. When the relative supply drops below 6 months, we call this a seller's market, as there are more buyers than sellers. When the numbers rise above 6, we refer to that as a buyer's market, as there are more sellers than buyers. Red shaded areas reveal a seller's market condition. As you can see, the supply of homes for sale relative to the current heightened rate of demand is lower than ever. Even with more new homes and a decent amount of existing homes, the growth of the buyer pool has reduced the months of supply of homes for sale. For every buyer that closed on a home in December, there was more than one buyer that missed out on the chance to buy a home. The closings could have been more than double the rate closed had there been more available listings. We need builders to step up and produce inventory in the areas and price ranges shaded in red if they are capable. Obviously, we're not going to see a builder bring in new units under $100,000 in Northeast Tallahassee, but there are a lot of areas here that should be pursued. Just in Northeast Tallahassee alone, there are less than 5 months of supply of homes for sale at prices below $550,000. One would think there would be ways of producing new homes in Northeast Tallahassee for $300,000 to $500,000. Remember, this report includes all single-family detached homes, townhomes, and condominiums, so it's not like demand is limited to single-family detached homes on an acre. If I were a builder and wanted to ensure that I did not build homes that the market does not need, I would look at the red shaded areas with a value below 4 months of supply. The market is screaming for these homes. Why not build and sell them? If you are a local builder who would like analytical guidance on where and what to build, I'm happy to help. Just give me a call. For non-builders, you should know that this is the hottest seller's market ever, so if you've been thinking about moving, it's time to act. If you are a homeowner who has been sitting on the fence, unsure about selling your home during the pandemic, please reach out to us and let us explain how we can sell your home safely and for top dollar. Sellers today are enjoying the strongest seller's market ever recorded in Tallahassee, but they need to understand that time might be working against them. Right now, mortgage interest rates are low and you have sky-high demand for your home. But when mortgage interest rates begin to rise, demand will soften in the middle of the market and nearly stop at the top of the market. Rising mortgage interest rates will not likely reduce the value of your home, but it will increase your monthly payment on the home you buy next. If you plan on buying a home after you sell your current one, take advantage of low mortgage interest rates, or just take advantage of the strong demand that low rates have created. Don't let the future you regret not having taken advantage of today's low mortgage interest rates. Sell your home and buy your next one, locking in these incredible rates. If you would like to see more videos about current housing market conditions, I've assembled a great playlist that you can view by clicking on the box on the top left corner of your screen. For a playlist of our top tips for home sellers, just click on the box below it. Please remember to like this video, check out the links below it, and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss anything.